The 18th month reign of Basiliscus. Zeno's first reign ended on January 9th, 475 AD, when he was chased out of Constantinople by a coup led by a military cabal that was created by his mother-in-law Verina, her lover Patricius, and it was led by her brother Basiliscus. Basiliscus's claim to fame was his ill-fated invasion of the Vandal kingdom in 468 AD, when a large army and navy that was assembled, which nearly bankrupted the Eastern Roman Empire in a desperate attempt to reclaim the North African province, which was now in the hands of the Vandals. His inept decision-making on the battlefield ruined what would have been an easy victory and turned it into a humiliating defeat at the Battle of Cape Bon, which sealed the fate of the Western Roman Empire. When Basiliscus returned to Constantinople, he sought refuge in the church of Santa Sophia in fear for his life after losing all of the empire's gold and nearly its entire fleet and most of its soldiers. His sister, Empress Verina, saved his life after having her husband Leo I pardon him. Several years later, Basiliscus was back in the public eye after the coup went into effect. The Emperor Zeno fled to the province of Issuria, and many citizens of Constantinople that were of Isurian descent were killed during a huge riot when the news of the emperor fleeing from the imperial palace began to spread across the city. When Zeno fled, the Eastern Roman Senate convened to install the new emperor. Basiliscus somehow managed to convince the senators to name him instead of Verina's choice, Patricius. Basiliscus was crowned emperor on January 12, 475 AD. He had Patricius executed so he wouldn't try to overthrow him. But the skills he had on the battlefield were even worse as a ruler, and the people immediately turned on him due to his ineptness. Verina turned on Basiliscus after he executed her lover and plotted a way to get back at him. Because Zeno ran off with the entire treasury, there was no gold in the imperial vault, and Basiliscus had to raise taxes, strong-armed the church for money, and sold political offices to raise funds. Raising taxes on the wealthy made them angry with the emperor, and he lost their support along with the church, who didn't like having money taken away from their coffers. The general who defected to Basiliscus' side, Illustrious, who had Zeno cornered in one of his own fortresses and was besieging him for several months, rejoined him after he captured Zeno's brother Longinus, and he convinced him to switch sides after receiving a very large bribe. Unable to stand the heated mess he created, Basiliscus left Constantinople and hid out in one of the towns in the outskirts of the city because he became so unlikable. He sent out another general, Trachonius, and a large army to kill Zeno, but he joined his side as well. Basiliscus' last major supporter, the Goth general Theodoric Strabo, left him when he promoted his rival, the emperor's nephew, Armidas, military commander at the request of his wife, Empress Dowager, which proved to be a very bad idea. Basiliscus sent one more army to try and kill Zeno. This one was led by his new imperial military commander, Armidas. He turned on his uncle when Zeno offered him a large pile of gold along with an imperial title for himself and his son, who was also named Basiliscus. The emperor, in March of 476 AD, was given several letters from imperial officials stating that they were ready to surrender the capital city of Constantinople to Zeno and welcome him back as emperor. Basiliscus tried to mobilize his army to prepare for a three-pronged attack from Zeno, Illustrious, and Trachonius, who were marching towards Constantinople with their armies. He ordered his nephew Armidas to meet them in battle outside the city, but he let them march unmolested towards the capital. Zeno's army reached Constantinople in early August of 476 AD and laid siege to the city. But it wasn't for long, as members of the Eastern Roman Senate ordered the doors to be opened, and Zeno was named emperor once again. Basiliscus, who went back to the imperial palace to lead his defense of his crown, fled along with his family to the church of Santa Sophia for safety, like he did several years earlier. But this time, there was no one to plead for a pardon. He and his family were exiled to Cappadocia in the middle of Anatolia, where they were locked inside an empty cistern located on an old fortress where they all slowly died from starvation. Thanks for watching another episode of the Byzantine history of the Eastern Roman Empire. My name is Joseph Ulibas, and I hope to see you soon. And if you enjoyed this series, please subscribe to this channel.